Hey, this is Angela with Parkrose Permaculture. I am down in the chicken run today. It is the middle of March. I want to make a really short video just about the bedding that we use in the chicken coop, which is different than in the duck house. So, in the chicken coop, the chickens are roosting up high and their poop falls onto the floor. We've had some trouble with the chickens wanting to lay eggs on the floor and not in their nest boxes. So, I put down my raspberry prunings on the floor of the chicken coop every fall, and that makes like a prickly, uncomfortable layer where they don't want to lay eggs down there. On top of that, and underneath it, we use the deep bedding method. So I just mucked out part of the chicken coop because I'm working on making a hugel bed. So this is the result of an entire fall and winter's worth of deep bedding of chicken poop and the bedding mixture that we use. So I use coffee chaff, which is free from a local coffee roaster. I got a 500-pound bag of it, and it barely fit in the back of my minivan with all the seats out. Coffee chaff is pH neutral. It is hydrophobic, and so you can't really use it right in the garden because the water just runs right off of it. But it's great for adding to the compost. So it's a nice, fluffy material, and it's very absorbent. So it absorbs a lot of the odor and droppings from the chickens. And then every once in a while, I go in and I turn it around with a pitchfork. And at the end of winter, the manure is pretty decomposed and is mixed in with the coffee chaff. So you can see there's bits of feathers and other things, and there's little bits of raspberry prunings left over. But this is really well broken down, and I can put it straight into my garden beds. So I can't put straight chicken manure in because it's very hot and it will burn my plants. But this that's been composting all winter, it can go right into the beds, and it's a great high nutrient source of free material that coffee chaff otherwise would end up just getting pitched, right? It's a byproduct of roasting coffee, and there's nothing really they can do with it. And then I also have a great way to deal with an entire winter's worth of chicken manure. So let me just stand up real quick. This is one bucket. You can see here's my foot for comparison. This is about 1/5 of the material out of our chicken coop. So I'll have about 5 buckets, and that will go in various places in the garden. So that's one alternative for deep bedding method. You don't necessarily have a source of wood chips. Straw tends to get really compacted. You might try touching base with your local coffee roasters and getting coffee chaff. In Portland, you can get it from Boyd's Coffee on Sandy Boulevard. You don't have to get it in 500-pound crates. You can actually go and just bring a few buckets, and they'll let you load up a few 5-gallon buckets for yourself. So it's not like you have to get copious amounts of it. It's just that I'm able to use 500 pounds. So that's what I get. So, okay, I will be back later. Thanks.